Okay, so this is video number 4, and I'm going to do a few more pages with you. So this one I have gone ahead and done, and I've just torn a corner from the book page from the Flower Fairy book. This one. I've zigzagged down the torn edge and I've just stitched this one into the book rather than gluing it, just for a change, slightly different look, and it also picks up this stitching that we've already done. It's not yellow or blue or violet, but it picks up the greens and the reds on this page. It also does tone with the book cover. Just a little bit of orange here and there. So I'm quite happy with that, the way that looks. I'm not going to add anything else to this at the moment. This page I'm going to put a bow at the top or some kind of decoration threaded through a couple of holes. So I'm just going to make those a little way apart like so. And then I'm going to punch. This is just, I don't know what this is. I've had it a long time. It'll punch a couple of holes like so. And then I'm going to put reinforcers around those, and I'm actually going to use this punch that I've got here, which I know matches this size, and I can see that I've got those holes slightly off, but I'm not going to worry about that. So we can use the coloured side, which I might do. Slightly off, but not too bad. And then on the reverse side, because we need it nice and strong, this one, we're going to tie ribbon or thread or whatever through there. It needs to be tough. If you haven't got one of those punches or the punches that I've got, you can use, I'll show you quickly the way I would do it. There for now. The way I would do it is I would take my crocodile, punch the centre hole first. Obviously I'd use the crocodile to make these 2 holes, and then I would use a round punch like so, and make the hole that way. So that would work just as well. You just need to make this hole a little smaller with that crocodile. Okay, so we'll leave that for now. That looks quite cool. This page, let's get rid of that. This page I'm going to put masking paper over. I'm going to do it before. I'm going to do it before we sew the signature in. It could be done either way, but it is easier if you can take the pages out. So that's our masking paper, and that's cut just under 4 inches by 6 inches. So I'm going to cover all this writing up. I want to stamp this. And I'm going to use one of these stamps. This is AALL and Create, or All and Create. The reason I'm using this stamp is because I've had it ages. I've only used one of them. I do like stamps, but I don't know, I'm not that good with them really. So this is a new stamp, so I want to try it first. So I need to find a bit of paper. Just make sure it stamps okay. I think this is partly my ink pad is getting very dry. Okay, so it's just that middle bit. It's a bit more ink on it. So I'm trying to work tidily for you all today. But my pile of rubbish is growing. I've got this still out. When you're stamping, if you give it time for the ink to soak into the paper. So keep your fingers crossed. There, that will do. And then I'm going to straight stitch around the edge before I glue it into my book. Okay, so that's stitched around. Just going to flatten the stitches a little bit. Where the needle pokes through the paper, it creates a little hump. And then we're going to glue this on here. I only put the glue around the edges. Okay. So that's that one. And we'll do the same probably on this one when we get to it. I shall leave that for now and show you how I do the next page, which is going to be a stencil. Feels like I'm working to a formula with all these, with this planning. But the fact is I do very similar things through my journals. I think it just becomes my sort of style. I'm looking for a suitable Distress Oxide. I think I'm going to go for Fossilized Amber. Yeah, I was saying it sort of becomes my style. These are the journals I like making. This is the way I like making them. I do vary it up from time to time and do something a bit different. But just at the moment, I'm not doing that. And I'm going to this favourite stencil that I use quite a lot. I'm just going to use this one this side. So let's do that. And I've got one of these brushes. Not sure what colour I've had on this before, but it looks as if it'll work okay. So I'll just dab the brush. See how that's working. On the ink pad. Pick up a bit of colour. And that's quite a pretty, must have been some green or maybe some blue on there, so it's come out as a little bit two-tone, which I really like. So that's that page. Leave that out because we will be doing another stencil in the second half of the book. And now we're on to our next pocket. So I need to have a think about what I'm going to do here and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've done a little bit more. I've been away and come back. See where we got to. So this has been stuck in. We've got the stenciling, which you saw me doing. I've made another pocket here, just a simple, this is a page out of a botanical book with a bit more collage on it and stitched around just in the same way that I did the others, with the tabs either side. This page I stuck down one of those fussy cuts over there. I love the way that a fussy cut looks over print, and I do take out the little bits in between. Then we've left those as they are, and I've got one more pocket here. I don't always do two pockets exactly the same, one after the other, but I have in this case, just because I had this piece of music, it was out of a music book, Fairy Waltz, and I liked the vintage image and I wanted a bit of blue, so just tore up some more botanicals in that violet colour and put that on there. And you can see that I've stitched that tab down the same. So what I'm going to do now, rather than do it through every page with you, I'm going to go through the second half of this book and finish off everything that I've decided to do or will decide to do. I'll come back and show you those and then we'll be stitching it into our cover. Okay, so let me show you what I've done in the second half of this book. So that's our centre, nothing on that page. This is a fabric pocket, it's from an old pillowcase. I've stamped this date on just using this stamp set and archival ink, just to add a bit of interest, and I have glued it first. I used my wet glue, just a simple little line of wet glue around there, and then zigzagged over it once it was dry. I've popped another fussy cut on this page, and rather than a label I've used a bit of washi tape just so it looks slightly different. This is a tall pocket, obviously, as you can see, and this is cut from a vintage music sheet. I think it was called the Fairy Waltz, but I like the image. You can see the music here, and I've added a little bit of extra colour and a label, stitched and then glued that on. I've done another stencil, but this time in a bluey colour, bluey green. Another masking paper stamp. This I made in the same way that I did the holes on the other one, and I just measured. So I'm actually going to thread a ribbon through there at some point. So this is, I can't remember how I did it now. But basically, I found the middle, and then did an inch in each end and then in the middle. So I've got 5 holes, and I've reinforced those. This is a little corner pocket, and I've just glued it down on 2 sides. A bit more of that sari silk. This, so this originally was folded over, this map page was folded over just this amount, and I was originally going to stitch across each end to make a pocket, but I didn't really want to cover up this whole map. It's quite old, it's quite fun to look at. So what I did was add an image down here. I just tore a strip of paper, glued it down and then zigzagged it for a bit of interest. And then I folded a piece of Edith Holden paper around the bottom to make a pocket on either side. This is cut from the bit of this that I used. I don't think I haven't got the rest of it, but yeah, I just cut the rest of the flower off to put on the bottom there. Probably put a label there as well, but I haven't done that yet. And this is another tore pocket. I tore it this time to match the torn one I've got on this side. Probably realised from looking, when I'm making these journals, I like to repeat colours and types of decoration, I suppose. It's hard to describe exactly, but it adds to continuity. So I've got similar colours throughout, and I've got repeated things. I don't know what to call them. So I'm going to finish this video here, and then I'll do a separate video to show you how I measure and sew this into the cover.